Guys, today we are going to see about sources of medieval India. After learning this topic, you will get the knowledge about sources of the study of medieval India, temples, mosques, tombs, palaces and forts as important sources, literacy and inscriptional text, accounts of Arabs and Turkish travelers. Introduction. What do we mean by medieval Indian history? The period of the Indian subcontinent that comes between the ancient and modern period. So the period between ancient and modern period is called medieval period. There are two types of medieval period, early medieval period and later medieval period. So how many types of medieval period? Two types. Sources. Sources are the supporting materials, documents or records in the form of evidence that help to reconstruct the past. Reconstruct means nothing but remember our past. We examine the details of economic and socio-cultural development with the help of these resources. There are two types of resources, primary sources and secondary sources. How many types of sources? Two. Primary sources. Some of the primary sources are inscriptions, monuments and coins. Now we are going to see about the secondary sources. Some of the secondary sources are literary works, chronicles, travelogues, biographies and autobiographies. Now we are going to see about the inscription. Inscriptions are writings engraved, written, on solid surfaces such as rocks, stones, temple walls and metals. It contains the king's history, dedications and donations, commemoration of victory in war, memories of warriors, contain rich information about the concerned era. So all these rich informations are in these inscriptions. Copper plates. Copper plate grants, which were treated as legal documents, have significant source value. The Islamic Persian practicing the high cost of paper plates made palm leaf paper cheaper alternative from the 13th century onwards. Several copper plate grants issued later Chola period regard gives to individual priest or teacher who were Hindus, Buddhists or Jains or the person to eminence. Both the giver and receiver are very elaborately described in the copper plates. Thiruvalangadu plates of Rajendra Chola, Anvil plates of Sundara Chola are the great example. Uttaramerur inscription provide the details of village administration. This Uttaramerur inscription gave us the detailed information about the village administration. Various type of land gifted by the Chola kings are known from the inscription and copper plates. Vellan Vagai is the land of non-Brahmin properties. Brahmadeya is the land gifted to Brahmins. Devadana is the land gifted to temples. Shalaboga is the land for the maintenance of the school. So, how many types of land are there? Four types. Vellan Vagai, Brahmadeya, Shalaboga. Monuments. Temples, palaces, mosques, tombs, forts, minars and minarets. The sultans of Delhi introduced a new type of architecture. The monuments they built had arches, tombs and minarets as the main features. Inscriptions in these monuments contain information. So these monuments contain variety type of information. So many type of information contains in this type of monuments. Now examples: the medieval Khajuraho monuments and temple in Konark and Dilwara accounts variable sources to understand variable religious centered culture evaluation in northern India. Then temples in Tanjavur, Gangaikonda Cholapuram and Dharasuram symbolize the magnificent structure built by the later Cholas in Tamil Nadu. Vittal and Virupaksha temples at Hampi speak of the contribution of Vijayanagara rulers. Important mosque: Quatwood Islam Masjid, Motki Masjid, Jamma Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri Dargah and Charminar. So these all are the important mosques. Forts: Delhi Red Fort, Chittoor Fort, Agra Fort, Gwalior Fort, as well as the court of Dawlatabad and Ferozshah Kotla. So these all are important forts in medieval period. Palaces. Palaces in Jaipur, Jaisalmer and Jodhpur signify the greatness of the Rajput dynasty. Qutub Minar and Alai Darwaza, the tombs of Iltutmish, Balban are the other prominent structures recognized as valuable sources of information. Hampi in South India remains historical place in medieval India. So this Hampi is the historical place in that medieval period. Okay. Thank you, boys.